You sound like a 5-year-old.
You're right. Coco melon.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I'm hearing is
Yeah.
Melon.
Yeah. That's what we all the time. That's all we do is watch Coco Melon.
Same here. Penny she watches it sometimes. She just recently, my mom sent her some money for her birthday and to like buy her toys or whatever for Christmas. So when I told Penny, and I was like, Grandma said birthday money for you. She's like, okay, cool. Can we go get shoes with lights in them? So we got Coco Melon shoes with lights in them. And she has never wanted to run around and skip more than the last few days.
That's so cool. She's 5 now?
5. I can't believe she's 5. They did like a parent teacher conference with me the other day just to tell me how she was doing in preschool. And they're like, so what are your plans for kindergarten? I was like, well, I don't know if we're going to be in Vegas next year. So like, I'm not going to waste my time looking for a school here in Vegas. We're not even going to be here. So,
you said you're moving to Vegas?
We've been in Vegas since June.
You're in Vegas right now?
Heck yeah, I live in Vegas now.
I thought you were still here in San Diego.
No, I don't live in San Diego anymore. Haven't lived in San Diego since June.
Oh, wow.
Miguel got a really awesome job opportunity with Southwest because of the pandemic and other stations needing help. So they offered this like massive bonus to their agents, like, hey, we'll give you this amazing bonus if you come work for us and at one of our stations that need help. So he discussed it with me and I said, my job was temporary with the county of San Diego, as soon as COVID wasn't a thing anymore, they could have let me go. So I said, you have a job, so I'll go wherever you need to go. So he put in a transfer for, it was Seattle, Salt Lake, where else? Vegas, and I don't remember the other one. Maybe it was the fourth one was Vegas. And Vegas chose him.
That's cool. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. You got out.
I'm a stay-at-home mom now. It's my profession. I'm a professional homemaker now.
Oh my God, Jamie, you're living the dream.
I'm excited to be at home. I was telling Miguel when we first moved here how I don't know how I worked full time, still took care of our daughter and like managed to keep our house clean and cook and run the errands. I don't know how I did that with a full-time job.
Right.
Because I feel now I'm home. I feel like I can't complete everything on my to-do list and I'm home with Penny most of the time. So I don't know how I did it.
At least, I mean, that's so great that you get to be home with your daughter and just chill. And like, not chill, but you get to see her grow up.
It's awesome. I'd say it's like 80-20, because we have days where it's super fun and, we have a good time. And then there's days where all she does is whine and complain and nothing's good enough. But, it's just today. Tomorrow's going to be another day.
That's what I love about you, Jamie. You have that optimism, or what do you call it? Because you always have that. Because me, I get stuck in that mode, and I don't think about that. I just get stuck, and I just feel drained. Like yesterday was a bad day at my job, but yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah, man. Are you still at Costco?
I'm at Costco. Yep, been there for almost 5 years.
Are they treating you better than they did at Sam's Club?
Yes. And when I first went to Costco, there were a lot of things that you would understand that they do when it comes to just safety. They do a lot better. Like they just do things that are like, it makes sense. Sam's Club tries to copy Costco at every corner.
Oh, yeah.
Costco, it's like they don't know the inside information. Costco has it down, man. Like when it comes to putting stuff in steel, there's only one thing in the steel. You can't have two things on top. You can't have something on top of each other in steel.
I noticed that shopping at Costco.
Right. Which is like, Like common sense. Yeah. And then like whenever like a forklift is on the floor, a
Mhm.
manager has to be part of those two people. You know, two people
The
walking,
spotting.
spotting. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what it's called. Um, a manager has to be part of that crew. There cannot be a not
2
manager.
associates.
Right. Like we used to do all the time, just go on our own. Like just
Listen, come on, let's
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
I just need
No,
2
there's no
people.
such thing because that manager has to be there in case something happens. It's crazy.
I'm proud of you. They
I just
tried so hard to get me to go back. Did I tell you that?
you told me that. You told me Andrea was trying to get you to
They
come back, and then she left.
Andrea tried. Mhm.
She left like
How do
that
you ever know
same.
she left?
Well, it was that same month you were telling me, like because
Yeah.
Diana was still working there at the time, and I remember telling
Mhm.
her, oh, you know, I think we're messaging each other on Instagram, and you had told me, yeah, you know, they're trying to get me to go back. Diana was still working there. I told her that. She's like, really? That's crazy. That same month she left.
Yeah, there was a few times that I went in before I left San Diego, and I saw Gary working
Hmm.
at nighttime on the floor, and I was like, Gary, what are you doing? Like, you work overnight? He's like, not anymore. They don't have overnights anymore. And just to see his grumpy face.
He unfortunately got his car stolen in the parking lot. Um, right before they stopped the overnight, he was driving to work. He has got a new car, a new Volkswagen something. Pulled up and someone put a gun in his face and said, "Give me your shit." And he just got out and they took his car right there by the front doors. Like, god damn, these guys are brave.
Oh, that scares the crap out of me.
Right. That parking lot was not good. You know, you heard all the stories that it was just a bad even like that Walmart would get robbed all the time. Like it was bad.
When I remember when they were doing all the like Black Lives Matters and stuff like that, all the marching in San Diego. The store got shot up. That Walmart shot the store. I don't
Yeah, that parking lot was bad. I forget his name, but he got his car stolen. I forget his name. Remember the guy in pharmacy?
know.
You were there. It
I
was
don't remember a
we were
lot of
working
people.
together when it happened. Some guy he was sleeping in his car on his lunch. Some guy pulled up, put a gun in his face, took his car in the middle of the day. He came inside and was like, "Yeah, I just got robbed." And then like Jenny gave him like a week off because she felt so bad. And then it turns out the guy took his car, got on the freeway, got in a high speed chase with the cops. Ended up ending the chase in Logan, and he got shot. He died.
People are dumb. I live off of Fremont Street here in Vegas, so it's not the best neighborhood.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, girl, you see these girls and hoes do not freeze. I'll tell you that. It's cold as shit outside. I think it's only like 46 degrees today. When I dropped Penny off this morning, and you see these girls, and you look pretty, but a jacket would be very awesome with your outfit right now.
That's cool. We were in Vegas in February, kind of a long time, but we went to Fremont Street and we walked up and down that whole place. I saw the These Nuts guy. You know that black guy, These Nuts. You know that guy? The meme. You ever seen him?
uh,
When he's like,
Maybe.
"Did what's his name get at you?" And like these nuts. No,
Oh, yeah.
I seen that guy. I saw him, and I was like, I had my son on like one of those fucking things.
Backpack things.
Like he was
The
like hanging
carrier.
off of me in the front. Yeah,
Baby, oh, I love those.
yeah. I had him on there. He was he was really small. He's bigger now, but we had him there. And then I saw him, and I was like, I'm gonna go say hi to him. I want to see if I can get a picture with him. Dana's like, nah, don't do that because of COVID and shit. She was like worried because I had a baby right here.
Uh,
And I was like, damn, so the baby saved me because I could have got COVID from these nuts guy. I was thinking about it yesterday. I was telling my wife yesterday about how we're doing this today with you.
mhm.
And she was excited. She's like, I can't wait to see it. Um, she asked me, how long has it been? I was like, fuck, you left Sam's
Five,
Club in
2015.
2015.
Hmm.
So it's been 6 years since we actually like hung out and talked and like goofed around.
I know. It's been a hot minute. It's been a very, very long time, but you know what? That's okay. We're doing this now.
Yes, it's been, time goes by, time flies.
So how are you like being a dad? How are you liking it?
It's great. I thought I was going to be a different man. I thought I was going to be like a more mature, different man, but I'm the same. I'm the same fucking guy.
you know what? I love being a mom, and I try really hard to not drop f-bombs in front of my daughter. But I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember, I have a very bad mouth,
Yes.
and the one thing my daughter picked up, which my husband's not very fond of, is when she starts acting a certain way, and I go, "Bruh, bro." So when she starts getting in a little mood, or she doesn't like when I'm being silly, she goes, "Bro."
That's cute.
And it's the funniest thing. And yeah.
That's so cute.
How old is he? He just turned 1, no?
He turned 1 in March. He's about to be 2
Oh.
in March. So
Already?
yeah, already it's crazy. Time goes by. We didn't post pictures for the first year, so maybe that's why. Because I don't talk to people anymore, and
Yeah.
like it's interesting how like life goes, and like we had this group of people like Vanessa. I'm friends with all these people on Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
So like we only see each other through pictures and posts and stuff like that,
Social
which
media
is
now.
so that's what this is for. Like we can catch up
Yeah.
again. It's been 6 years since I've actually talked to your face like this. You know what I mean?
Hug.
Hug, yeah, hug. Yeah, it's been a long time, and we went through a lot. We went through. I felt like we were um, I told
Really?
you, like
Okay.
I was Walter White and you were Jesse Pinkman.
I was definitely your Pinkman, yeah.
Right, you
I
were my Jesse
loved
Pinkman.
I loved Breaking Bad. The first episode, I remember you were telling me about Breaking Bad. You gotta watch Breaking Bad, and I was like, okay. I watched the first episode, and I was like, whatever, right? And
Right,
then you were like, no, 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 you gotta fight through it. The first episode's whatever, fight through it. And I said, no, not worth my time. And then my
right.
husband saw it, and he said the same thing, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch, you know. And I loved it. I tried really hard to not binge it because Penny had just come home from the hospital, and with her being a preemie, she spent a majority of my time like this, right? Because she was like 2 months in the hospital, 2 months in the hospital in the NICU. And so yeah, I spent a lot of time with her, just trying to catch up in the cuddles and stuff like that. And I'd only allow myself to watch 3 episodes a day because I didn't want to binge it with Penny with me. So,
What
but
was
I
it?
loved it.
What was it that got you? Like, because obviously the first episode, a lot of people say that it's not that great. They don't get hooked. What hooked you?
What
Where would you
hooked
say hooked you?
me? I think it was Walter just trying to do whatever he needed to do, to make money for his family. Him hiding the whole cancer thing really pissed me off, but
That's where it got my wife. The whole cancer, like him, is he going to tell her or is he not? Because I
yeah,
told my wife that's the same thing I would do, and she kind of got mad at me.
I'm
Like
pretty
I
sure
wouldn't,
Miguel would do
yeah, I wouldn't want to tell anybody. I would just want to
that.
let it be. But Diana would be. Diana was in Skylar's position, right?
Hmm.
And then there were times when when the story progressed, Diana was when she got involved with Ted and all this other stuff,
Hmm.
where Diana was she's questioning her because at first Diana was like relating to her, and then she kind of like backed away. So it's just that's where we watched it recently. We watched it recently. We watched the whole thing. I've seen it like 4 times over and over again. But yeah, I'm glad you watched it because I remember at that time when I was telling you you're my Jesse Pinkman, I was Walter White. Uh, you hadn't seen it,
I
and
haven't
then
seen
I
it.
saw Miguel when Diana was pregnant.
Uh-huh.
We were in line at Costco, and I saw Miguel.
Uh-huh.
And he probably told you we were in line and we were all buying food,
Uh-huh.
and he had asked me because I guess you had
Yeah.
told him I was Breaking Bad. He asked me, "Hey, what'd you think of the Breaking Bad?" And I was like, "Oh, it's fucking great, dude. It's fucking
Yeah.
great."
I like the movie too, the little like after movie, what
Right?
was it, El Camino?
Yeah.
That was
It
pretty
was
good too.
it was okay, but when it first was announced, I was a little bit
Hmm.
upset because I was like, Jesse's because in my opinion, Jesse was a fucking piece of he was he always failed. Everything he did
Yeah.
was he made the wrong decision, and he should have thought
Yeah.
more about his decisions. So I was
Yeah.
thinking, okay, this movie's about him. It's just gonna be about him failing. Like I don't want to watch that shit. But it actually
No.
was a pretty good movie.
He actually turned out to be a pretty cool dude. He got business done.
He did what he needed to do, which is great. Which is great.
Yeah.
That's great. So
Yeah.
Dexter,
Okay, I haven't seen the last episode,
it's okay. It's okay.
but
It's okay.
leaving off with the son breaking the arm at the wrestling match.
Yeah. So let me know how did the last episode you saw end?
Uh, with the wrestling match.
What was
The
the
episode with
kicker?
the wrestling match. Huh?
What was the kicker at the end?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Fuck.
I do, the thing I remember the most, I lied. It's his ex girlfriend, the sheriff. She goes looking in the cave. She found out that his name wasn't Jim. Fuck
Right.
off, I don't know his last name. So she calls him in a panic because she finds her best friend's body
Right.
after
Yep.
all these years, which Miguel guessed the whole thing. I'm excited to see what Dexter does. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up.
Well, what do you think about what so far? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's good? Do you think like the story's good?
I think he's trying really hard to be someone he's not. He's doing a pretty good job at it. But then again, as Dexter, he was a really good faker, you know? He was really good at hiding the fact that he was a Bay Harbor butcher, my opinion, you know? But then sometimes he would get really sloppy. And for instance, when he killed that guy, that douchebag guy, at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the season, he was really sloppy with it.
Yeah, he was.
So, but then again, he was out of practice.
Yeah, he was. He made a lot of mistakes, and even like the guy who sold his son drugs, like it just the whole thing was just I felt like it was sloppy writing because
Hmm.
Dexter's not that sloppy. And maybe that's the whole point. He's sloppy, but even like
I
with the
think he
part,
was just emotional.
but you know when he opens the window and he sees that black cop out there,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Fuck, I got to kill him now," or he was gonna
Yeah.
kill him, like do a slow thing, but he ended up like overdosing him and like leaving him there. Like he had
Yeah.
all that time to do that
Yeah.
while that guy's sitting outside. That to me was ridiculous. But
That part did seem rushed.
it just seemed like it was bad writing. And even like in broad daylight, he tried to take that guy down, and then the cops pull up and he starts to fight him instead.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, what the fuck is he
But there's
doing?
he's gonna
Right?
have a needle hole in his neck.
Yeah, it's a good point. But remember
So
that.
I don't know. I'm trying to get not optimistic about this like comeback of Dexter because as all popular opinion, right, is Dexter was good up until season 4. And then it went like that. And I get kind of annoyed at Deb being his conscious now, right? I kind of miss having Harry there, right? It was Harry, right?
Harry.
Yeah, I kind of miss having Harry there. Bless you. My husband sneezed. Um, my apartment is very echoey. What were we talking about?
So you don't
Oh, Dexter.
like Deb, you like Harry.
I prefer Harry. Harry, I felt like was a really good voice of reason. I feel like Deb just stresses the shit out of Dexter. You know what I mean? She's very real in the sense of like, you know, calling him a piece of shit because he is kind of a piece of shit.
Right.
So she's got that down. But I feel like Harry was better at calming Dexter's nerves. Deb just gets him all anxious and he gets like this. That's what I get.
I think it's he's torturing himself basically, and obviously that's what's happening. But I feel like, I mean, who knows if I'm right or wrong. I feel like what's gonna happen is uh, Dexter's gonna deal. Dexter's gonna come to terms with who he is. He's gonna have to tell his son everything.
Oh, I think he's gonna.
Yeah, and then Dexter's gonna get caught. He's gonna get, or he's gonna die. He's gonna be gone. Dexter's gonna leave, or Harrison's gonna leave and go somewhere else, and he's gonna name himself Dexter, and he's the new Dexter, and his dark passenger is Dexter, and it's a way for both actors, or it's a way for Michael C. Hall to still make money, still get paid by playing, you know, but he's the dark passenger. That's what I think is going to happen.
I see that as a possibility.
But I feel like it's going to be like one of those things where it's like, oh, you watch the new Dexter? No, I don't watch. I don't like the new Dexter. like the new, you know, the new iteration, like of the son being the killer.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of reboots. I was really excited for Will and Grace, for instance. I used to watch Will and Grace on NBC and all the time. And that's just because I love Jack and Karen, right? The two of them are like they're like this, and they're super funny together. Anyways, I was really excited for it, and then they were just trying so hard to be what they were way back when. And I think I only watched a handful of episodes before I was like, it's fine. You don't have to be the way you were. You could grow up.
Right, right. And it's all about the audience, I feel too, because like one of my favorite movies is Dumb and Dumber. And then they came out with Dumb and Dumber 2. That was not like it's like 20 years later. Who's watching this? Like you're not I don't want to see it, you know? I mean I did,
Yeah.
but it wasn't as good as the original.
You know, I expected a lot from Dumb and Dumber because I had never seen it. And I laughed, don't get me wrong, because Jim Carrey's a hoot. But I think I just had really high expectations for the humor. And I didn't think it was that funny. I giggled. I thought the same thing about Elf. Believe it or not, I had never seen the movie Elf before until last week.
Elf with Will
Elf?
Ferrell?
Yeah. I'd never seen it. I only seen like bits and pieces of it on TV, you know? And I would laugh and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I watched the whole thing while I was crocheting. That's right. I crochet now. You know, you become 35-year-old woman, and that's when the crocheting starts.
that the day to the day. 34? Nah.
36 next
No
year.
crochet. I don't crochet. I'm 34. 35? Oh yeah, I crochet.
Like, yeah, let's go get some yarn. I was, you know, like most people, I've become slightly obsessed with TikTok. I find myself scrolling into the wee hours of the morning because I don't work anymore and I have problems going to sleep at night now. So I find myself scrolling TikTok, but I've actually found a lot of really cool things on TikTok, and crocheting tutorial was actually one of them.
That's crazy.
Had tried for years because my mom would crochet and she'll just sit there and she'll just do her thing, and I was just like amazed by it. And my mom tried to teach me so many times how to crochet, and I would start and I would get so frustrated by the way the yarn would tangle around my fingers, and I would throw it and I'd say, thanks mom, bye, can't do this. And then I would leave, and then I would come back and I'd try again, and same thing, I'd get frustrated and I'd leave. But the way she did it was with her fingers, right? Just knitting with her hands. And I was like, okay, I can do that. Let's try this. I did, and it's incredibly relaxing. Oh my
You
God.
don't use needles?
No.
I've never seen it done with fingers before.
Me either. I didn't know you could knit with your finger or, you know, crochet with your fingers, but it's incredibly relaxing. I'm not joking. It's incredibly lame, but for instance, I'll put Penny to bed. Miguel will be sitting on his computer playing whatever game he's playing, listening to he likes to listen to podcasts. So he's got a handful of podcasts he listens to. And he really likes this jazz band called Snarky Puppy. So he'll listen to his jazz, and he'll just play whatever his mind strategy game is that he's playing that day. And I'll sit in silence, and I'll just crochet. And it's happiness. It really is. It's incredibly lame.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at when I put the description of this podcast. Me and Jamie talk about crocheting with their fingers.
Fun with your fingers. That's what you can call it.
Oh my gosh! No, but TikTok is definitely it's an avenue. There's so many things on there. There's something for everybody. There's something for everybody on there.
Yeah,
like there's a guy who was like telling me, oh, it's all only like little girls dancing and showing off their bodies. I'm like, well, that's on there, but there's so much
content
more
you're searching for.
Right, there's so
that's
much
all your
more.
feed will be.
Right. It's all about the algorithms.
Oh, that's the word. Yeah, my brain, mom brain is totally a thing, by the way. I don't know if Diana has experienced it yet.
I don't know.
Mom brain is a thing. And for instance, here in Vegas, Mexican food is basura. It sucks.
Really?
So bad. Yes, so bad. we went to, because everyone was talking about, well, not everyone, but like people that Miguel works with at the airport, and then of course we see it all the time on TikTok. Oh, you gotta go to, I forgot the name of the swap meet, but you have to go to this swap meet. This swap meet is where all the good Mexican food is at. And we're like, okay. So we went and we tried a bunch of different things, and not worth it.
Diana's cousin lived in Michigan for a little while, and she
Mm.
said the same thing. It's just like they don't. I think it's just Southern California. We're just so used to being right by Mexico, and we have all the good shit.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that sucks here in Vegas is the service.
How?
People in Vegas have all the time in the world. No one's in a hurry. So, we're used to being in, you're in San Diego, you go to a restaurant, whether it be fast food or sit down, whether you're at a food truck or a cafe, your food, you get it like that. Here, by the way, can you like make me like with a really loud snapping sound? Can you add that in?
I
Just
can add
kidding.
that in.
I'm just kidding. I can't snap my fingers.
I heard it. It sounded fine.
Trying to be dramatic. Um, certain food, they take forever to prepare it. They take forever to get it, and by the time you get it, it's not worth the wait and the money that you pay for it. We did find a restaurant that we really like to go to. It's called Eureka American Craft Kitchen. Really, really good burgers. Really, really, really good burgers. It's across the street from the El Cortez Hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a 10-minute drive from it for us, you know? And it's family friendly, which is a big thing for us because in Vegas, there's not very many family friendly things to do here.
Hmm.
So, me and Penny, we don't do a lot. We go to the playground here, or I found an indoor playground that I take her to, and we have a membership. I take her to play in the playground.
That's
We don't
cool.
do much.
When we went, Diana was pissed because only wanted to eat White Castle.
I've never been, believe it or not.
There's one on Fremont. There's one on. There's one like somewhere in there, but yeah. She would get pissed because I'm like, we're walking down there. I had eaten White Castle the night before because we stayed at on the strip at
Yeah.
Paris, and there's one right there, like right by
Mhm.
Paris. And then the next day we're walking down Fremont, and I see another White Castle. I'm like, I gotta stop and eat. Sorry. She's like, yeah. She's like, this like she had one. And she's like, this is garbage. Like this isn't great. This is just whatever. It's whatever. I'm like, you don't understand, Diana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool. Eureka. I need to remember that. We'll go there.
They have one in San Diego. I think it's in La Jolla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Google it. Not right now, but Google it.
Definitely.
It's delicious. I had a really bougie burger. It was it had goat cheese and
Goat
heirloom
cheese.
tomatoes. Goat cheese, that's right. I've become obsessed with cheese. Yeah, goat cheese. Had goat
Goat
cheese.
cheese. Okay.
Apricot jam, heirloom tomatoes,
What is this? A
and
burger?
arugula. It was a burger. It was
That
on a
sounds.
brioche bun.
Those sounds thing. So it sounds like things that don't belong on a burger.
Trust me, the combination of those things, the tomato, the arugula, the jam and the cheese, oh my god.
Okay.
It was really fucking good. It was amazing.
Okay.
Definitely worth the price for the burger. I don't remember
And
how much it was. I want to say it was like 14 bucks.
that was Eureka.
Eureka.
That was at Eureka.
Yeah. It
Okay.
was amazing. And then I had like a fancy cocktail to go with it. Why not, right? YOLO.
YOLO.
You remember YOLO, right?
I remember YOLO.
YOLO.
No one says it anymore.
I still say YOLO.
You say YOLO.
I'm bringing YOLO back.
Yeah, bring it back, Jamie. Bring
I'll
it
bring
back.
YOLO back. I still say it. YOLO to the fullest, man.
Right. What else did you used to say? You used to say, what else did you say? Oh my God. You say a lot
Said
of
a
weird
bunch of
stuff.
dumb
That
shit.
was funny. Oh, was it ham? Yeah, it was ham. You'd say ham.
Go ham.
Yeah,
Go ham.
yeah, and I think I introduce you to that?
You probably did.
The song, I told you it's from a Kanye West song. And
Oh, I love Kanye.
and I played the song for you, and you were
Kanye.
like, "This is the best song ever." It was the Kanye and Jay-Z where they talk. It's called Ham. The song's called Ham,
I'm gonna listen to it right now.
and
Maybe I'll-
they are the ones who made that phrase popular. Ham, hard as a motherfucker.
Tell me about it. I remember we used to always go. We'd go Mike Jones. And what was the other one? We used to sing with who worked on the dock before me, before I became the supervisor? It was
Um,
Armando? No.
Mark.
Alvaro.
Oh, Alvaro. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that other guy, I don't remember his name. He moved
Mark.
to like Mississippi or Oklahoma or something.
I don't know.
And I remember we teased him. We're like, the things that are gonna suck when you move to this redneck town.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You used to go with a whiteboard and you used to write things down.
Oh.
You came in every day with a new fact of why that place sucked.
He moved to Oklahoma. And the reason, he was moving to Oklahoma City. And I had just, in 2013, I had taken a road trip with my buddy from North Carolina all the way to San Diego. Like we drove 3 days and we drove through many states. One of the states was Oklahoma. And that was literally, and I stick to my story, probably the 50th greatest state in the United States of America. Seriously. There was literally on the freeway nothing, right? There's nothing. It's fields. And I see a sign. We see a sign, a sign that says vending machines next exit. I was like, "Oh, thanks. I appreciate that." Yeah, what a way to, what a great thing. Yeah, so that's why I was telling him, bro, you're moving to the shittiest state, bro. That's funny. I forgot I did that.
And we used to always sing that song, the Lamborghini Mercy.
Yeah. That's Kanye. That was it. Oh yeah, that's right. Because you were around, but you weren't in receiving it.
No, I was in claim.
Right. You were around.
I always needed crap. That's why I went over there. I used the printer.
But that's why it felt like you were there the whole time but you were actually
were training me how to use the forklift.
Right. And you were a really good forklift driver.
I try.
You were a really good forklift driver. I did have 2
accidents though.
I had many. I had more than that, but 2 is good for how long you were there for, and then like you were fucking. I remember that. I remember specifically saying, I think I've told you this many times, but I telling people like training somebody and going, look how she does it. Yeah. Like look how she's doing it. Do it like that. Like she's looking around. She's making sure everything is good. Yeah.
I remember you guys used to make, was it you? Maybe it was just you, or maybe it was just my husband, because I do it a lot. But when I'm trying to see things from far away.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah, you do that a lot.
For the longest time when Penny was a baby, she used to always, because apparently I make that face a lot because I can't see,
Right.
So Penny would make the face.
She does it too.
Doesn't do it anymore. She was just baby.
Oh, I'd be so pissed. Like, what are you doing? If my kid did that.
Miguel, he told me a couple of times, like, "Oh my God, look at your
dog." My son does that to me when I'm putting him in the car seat, and I'm like pulling it to get tight. I'm literally going like this, and he looks at me and does that, and I'm like, just laugh. Like, what are you doing?
Do it. It's cool. My car decided to just fucking stop working yesterday, so we're down to 1 car right now. And I'm gonna take my husband to work, and I gotta pick Penny up from school, and then we're having leftover albondigas for dinner.
Cool.
Like I was telling you, Mexican food sucks here, so I had to. That's right. This is from when I used to pump breast milk. Medela goes in my head. It's a perfect ice pack.
So it goes in the lunch bag.
Goes right in his lunch bag. Anyways, so yeah, my car decided to just fucking stop working yesterday. So we only have 1 car right now. I'm everyone's chauffeur today, but that's okay. I don't mind. Plus, my husband's car is nice. I used to be totally against driving his little like Mercedes coupe, like not SUV, his little sedan. It was like pedal to the metal. You hit the gas, and just like goes really fast. And I didn't like that. And his car is very like low, and I don't like that. Has leather seats in his car, and I don't like that. It's a cute little car. I love it. But anyways, so then he bought me because I was driving my little Nissan for years,
Right.
right? And my Dory. And then she decided it's been good, but bye. Like, I'm done. So she stopped working, and she's now currently parked outside my mom's house in Spring Valley. And my husband bought me a car here, uh, a Mercedes Rs 320. I don't know. It's like a minivan SUV hybrid car, and it's diesel. And I love it because it's a big car, and I have space for activities. And I love driving it. Don't get me wrong. But yesterday, because Penelope, she named our car. She named our car Quasi. Which, does your son watch the Octonauts?
No.
It's on Netflix. There's all kinds. It's so cool. Penny learns all these things about animals and marine life. And then one time we went to IKEA when we first moved here, and for whatever reason the cafe was closed downstairs. Penny likes going to IKEA because she knows afterwards she's going to get ice cream. And so we went to the cafe and it was closed, and we're like, what the hell? But there was a McDonald's like right across the street. So, and the drive-through was super long, and it's like summer, so it's like at least 115 degrees outside. And I was like, I have an idea. Instead of sweating in the car, even though we had AC, let's go in and let's eat our ice cream in the air conditioning, and then we'll drive home. She goes, okay. They had this huge fish tank. Jose, it's a huge fish tank with fish in it. So Penny immediately was like, I'm going to go to the fish tank. You can get me ice cream. And I said, that's totally fine. I'll do that. And then, so we sat down and we're eating our ice cream. And she's like, Mom, do you know that that's a tiger fish? And did you know that this kind of fish does this and that kind of fish does this? And she's spitting out all these facts. And I'm like, you're so smart. Where did you learn all this shit?
From that show?
She learned it all from watching the Octonauts.
Jeez.
But I was completely like, I immediately started texting Miguel, and I was like, oh my God, your daughter's so cool.
That's cool. That's what I'm. That's cool. That's really cool. That's something that we're going through right now. And he'll like I was telling Rihanna, because he loves Toy Story. My son loves Toy Story, and we watch all of them over and over again. Have you watched them lately, or all with your daughter? Is she into that?
She's more into the princesses. Right now, she likes Snow White and Sleeping Beauty.
Okay, because like with Toy Story, there's this character Zurg. He's only in part 2. He's the bad guy to Buzz Lightyear. You know Zurg?
Yeah.
So whenever he gets on, my son is like lighting up. He loves Zurg, and he'll go, ah! He'll like try to mimic his voice. And I saw that, and we were having a conversation with another couple we hang out with who their son loves Toy Story as well, and we're talking about how Zurg is only in part 2, right? But we watch all of them. And part 3 was on, and I was making breakfast. And then my son goes, "Arr!" But part 3 was on. And I'm like, wait, Zurg's not in 3. So what's going on here? He's in 3. I missed it completely, but my son saw it. And I was like, holy shit, my son he knows, like, he's smart. Like, he knows, he picks shit up that I didn't even see. I was just so impressed.
Kids are amazing.
Right. I was so fucking, hey, so your daughter, have you ever seen Club Dread?
Yeah, Pinalo.
Every time I see you post about your daughter, I'm like, Penelope. I think of that. I think of that movie. Penelope. I think in my head, Penelope. It's so cool you've seen it. Because I was going to try to explain it to you right now. It's going to be hard.
Yeah. No. We've seen Club Dread. I've seen it a couple times.
Awesome.
And
awesome.
we laughed about Penelope a few times.
Right. Awesome. That's so awesome.
Trying to figure out. I remember we had I don't know if you guys did this with Leah, but we put a list of names on the wall that we really, really liked. And every day we would stare at the wall with the names, and we'd go, the more I think about it, I don't like the name Sophia. Or, Claire's kind of a bitch in that show. I don't know how I feel about naming my daughter Claire. And but we would go through all these things, and we had a list, and that's when we came to Penelope. Because we're like, can't really make fun of Penelope. So, and then she calls herself Penny most of the time anyway.
And that's what I was going to say. Yeah, you shorten it to Penny, which is great. That's so cool that you can do that. You have that. It's so versatile.
Well, Fun fact. Are you ready to hear where we got the name Penny from?
Where?
You ever seen the movie Seeking a Friend for the End of the World with Keira Knightley and Steve Carell?
I never seen it, but I know what
Romantic
movie you're
comedy.
talking about. I've seen the previews and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, your homework is to watch the movie, and then you can write me a 15-page essay annotated about what your opinion is on it. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. So Keira Knightley's character's name is Penny, and that movie was one of like me and Miguel's favorite movies together. And it's a romantic movie that doesn't come off as a romantic movie, like it's not marketed that way. And I just fell in love with the name Penny. So we were really originally just gonna name her Penny, but we're like, maybe she's gonna grow up someday. So let's go with Penelope. So that's it.
That's really cool.
I think Diana will like the movie. Ask Diana if she's seen it.
I will.
She's a
Yeah,
girl.
she'll hear this. She'll hear this. She listens to my podcast at work all the time. I don't know, but do you remember
Katie? That's me.
that?
She follows me on Snapchat. And Jamie Doodle.
Jamie
And
Doodle.
since out of respect, because I don't bother the crap out of her every day like I used to, I withhold the Kathleen, and I just call her Katie now because that's what I feel she wants to be called.
Oh, okay.
But she messaged me yesterday to say Merry Christmas, and she said she's going to be in Vegas in January, so she asked if she could meet up for coffee or come by, and I said, yeah. I don't do shit. This is what I do all day. This is what I do. See me? This is what I do.
I haven't talked to her in years.
I told her that I was going to have a little phone chat with you today. We were going to.
Oh, cool. So she's like your mom. Like you talk to her every day.
I still talk to her. You know, I cannot not talk to Katie. And occasionally Miguelo will call me Jamie Lynn, and then I get really mad.
Oh, I feel bad now. She's going to hear this, and I called her old.
Don't call it. That's what you called her. Yeah. You want to know who tried to stay in touch with me but stopped staying in touch with me was Evie. And every time I talked with Evie, I used to always be like, dude, Jose hates you.
You told her that?
Jose hates you. No, but I used to think it.
Oh, because I see her all the time. She goes to my job all the fucking time. She's actually really cool now that I can now that when I talk to her 15 seconds, you know, like I just
like I don't have to look at her every day.
She's super cool.
I talked to we talk a lot, like chat a lot on like Snapchat and Instagram, me and Vanessa. When I used to live in La Mesa, she came by and visited a couple times. I messaged her. I'm thinking 21st, but her birthday is May 21st. I message her every year on her birthday. She has a birthday gift still from Penny from last year that she didn't get to give her.
Oh, yeah, Vanessa. And then I seen I forget her name now. It's losing Vanessa's friend. She worked in the deli. I saw her the other day out of nowhere. Erica.
Oh, Erica. They do everything together.
Right. Yeah, they're friends. I saw her. I was like dropping off a rent-a-car in like North Park. Like I'm never there, and I dropped a car off, and she's like pulling in next. And it's like a one big lot, like just one big car, parking lot, and like the renter place is right next to this nail place she goes to. And I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "Hey." It was really weird interaction because it was like random, just random. Like we were both in two places we're never at.
The anxiety of running into people unexpectedly in public, I don't like.
That's exactly what my feeling was.
Awkward.
That's exactly my feeling because I wasn't prepared. I looked like shitty. Like I was dressed all fucked up, and I was like just meant to get in and out. I wasn't meant to. I was dropping off a car, But yeah, it was really cool seeing her, and she was asking about me, and I was asking about her. I forget where she works. She works somewhere cool, somewhere really cool. But Vanessa, Erica, Katie, I haven't talked to. Do you talk to any of the managers?
Fuck no. Raymond, right?
Ramon.
What's his name?
Ramon.
I feel like shit now that you just corrected me, right? Because you went to church with my aunt and my uncle, like my aunt's family. So I saw him if I ever went to a church function, which I don't. But I would go because my aunt was in choir and stuff, and she'd be like, "Oh my God, come watch me sing," and then I would go, "Okay." And he was always there.
I remember that. You
energy.
tell me that. You go to the same
But
church.
you know what? I would call him Raymond.
That's fucking great. That's awesome.
Few times at Sam's Club when I would run into him and I'd be like, hey, what's up, Raymond?
That's fucking, oh, I love you for that. I fucking love you for that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's Ramon. Yeah. But yeah, it's funny. We worked with him for so long and you didn't remember his name. That's amazing.
I don't remember his name.
Remember how we used to count clothes?
I fucking hated counting clothes.
The week I left, like it was like that month. I left on a Thursday and then
pallets.
On Monday, the Monday before I left, they're like, "Oh, you don't have to count clothes anymore." I was like, "What the fuck?" Fucking shit. Clothes.
You know what I hated more? McLean's. I hated doing candy, and you know what? A case of Hershey's chocolate is what fucked up my knee. Remember when I messed my knee up, twisting and bending, lifting incorrectly? And I used to run all the time. I can't run anymore. It hurts.
Because of that situation?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Hershey's. We should go to Hershey's, Pennsylvania and bomb it.
I won't eat a Hershey's bar anymore.
We should burn Hershey's, Pennsylvania.
We should.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think other people. Hey, can you pick this up for me?
I messed up my back on a box of McLean's. I think it was Hershey's too. It might have been. Remember when I lifted it and it wrong and I fucked up my whole back? You were helping me that day. Remember that? I needed a bat. I needed a basket to walk to leave. I was remember that? Yeah. I think I was trying to lift a box of something from McLean's. I don't know if it was Hershey's or what, but I went to lift the box and just my back just. Yeah, and I was like begging Gerardo to go out the back door. He's like, nope, you have to go around. I had to walk all the way around.
I remember I helped you with the cart.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I miss the most? Breaking shit on the dock.
Oh yeah. I wish I had video of that.
Breaking glass. I have a picture on my Instagram of one of the produce guys helping me break a couch. I got ever since I got in trouble for throwing the shredded paper shredding. You remember that? It's on my Instagram.
No.
I threw paper shredding in the sky, and someone took a picture of me doing it.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I definitely remember that.
Yeah, I got in a lot of trouble for that.
For what?
So I stopped because I made a big mess and I was promoting whatever. I don't know.
Oh God, that's dumb.
Bad.
That's stupid.
So I kind of stopped posting a lot of bad shit on Instagram.
Yeah, that place is whack. That place was shit. Super shit. Yeah, I remember we used to go outside and lift. We used to put a couch on the forks on the forklift, and then we lift it up and we just let it drop. We just run the forklift back and it would drop from I don't know, fucking 10 feet and just crash.
Throwing shit in the compactor and then running it a bunch of times.
Right. That was fun.
But I say, look, there he is.
Yay.
All right.
All right, Jamie.
I miss breaking stuff with the forklift. This has been fun.
Tell Miguel I said hello.
I will.
Take care of you and your family. Have fun in Vegas.
You too. Take care of your family. We'll see you soon.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.